been so long since I started making this thing. Like, I think about a year is how long I've been taking on it. And that's not to say that the whole year's been spent on it. So I don't want you guys to listen to it and be like, a year we spent on this? You know, because, I mean, things happen. You know, you rewrite bars, or you don't touch it in a while, or things like that, or you're waiting for more studio time, waiting for mixes, you remix it, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's been a year of my life since I started writing it, which is insane. Technically longer than that if you count one of the tracks on the album, which I've had for a couple years. That's supposed to be on a different album. Sorry, I keep calling this one an album. It's an EP, but a track on this EP that was supposed to be on a different album than when I originally was making an album, which is insane, to be honest with you. It's crazy because I've always had times where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make an album, guys. Look at me, I'm making this album. And then I never make it. I never fully commit to making an album. And I just let it sit. And I always say, I'm making it, guys. And then the release date comes around, it's delayed, and I'm sure some of y'all know. So it's crazy for me to finally have the spark with music, because I've always loved it and enjoyed doing it, but something recently made me it became my only thing that I had, and I wanted to put everything into it and focus solely on that and make sure it was perfect and do everything I could. And I finally have something to show for it. There are tiny adjustments to be made here soon. I'm gonna do a couple mixing things, here and there, but the mix is pretty much done. I'm getting the final mixes back tonight, and then I'm gonna add a tiny thing to it, but the EP's done, and it's insane with how long I've always procrastinated with that sort of stuff. I've always felt like things needed to be perfect. I didn't want to drop something because I'm like, oh, I can't rap on the same YouTube beats everyone else does. Oh, I can't have this weird vocal inflection because I'm going to be looked at as corny, or people aren't going to take me seriously. I'm not going to get famous if I drop this and it's bad. And I had to really stop myself and be like, fuck that. None of that is important. I love this EP, and I'm not trying to lower expectations or anything, but this isn't the best thing in the world, and I can be honest with myself there. I don't know if that's something I shouldn't say. I feel like a manager would probably step in and beat the fuck out of me for saying that, but I'm independent, so who cares? Yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, and I know it. With anything you drop, you're always gonna hear things after it's done. I'm sure the best album, I'm sure Kendrick looks at some of his albums and he's like, well, fuck, I could have done something differently there. So because of that, I have to realize look, I'm not dropping the next To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm not dropping a masterpiece. It's not in the cards for me at the moment. I'm dropping something that's for me, and I want you guys to enjoy it, and I think you will. I do think it's quality, I'm not saying it's not, but at the same time, I've had to layer my expectations and be like, look, it's not going to be a masterpiece, but that's okay. I can't keep sitting on projects just because they're not masterpieces. So I need to get out of my head and accept that it's okay to drop something that's just fun for the time being, because I'm still growing as an artist. I'm still going to, this isn't going to be my magnum opus. I'm still waiting on that one, and I'm gonna grow with every single album. So one thing I really want to ask y'all is to criticize this EP genuinely. I'm not saying to shit on me, and call me fucking trash and say it's the worst thing you've ever heard, but criticism, genuine criticism of the EP with it, but there's a couple things that I didn't really enjoy. Go ahead and tell me those, man. You know, because I'll listen to any, like, criticism comment. Like, I'm gonna ignore, like, oh, you're trash, you're fucking mid, like, because who cares? But if you genuinely, like, come at me with criticism and, like, constructive criticism, I'm 100% going to listen to you, and I'm gonna take that into the next album. Like, I want, you know, advice and criticism, critiques. That's really what I strive for. So don't feel like you can't, you know, critique me, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate the support. The EP is done. It's coming out really soon, and I really cannot wait for you guys to listen to this. Like, I genuinely can't. I'm really excited for it. It's been a long time coming. I've really had to tell myself that it's okay to drop this, you know? And yeah, so if you guys enjoy it, I would really appreciate, you know, the support. I would appreciate you guys sharing it around so people can hear it, because it is a big deal to me, you know? I would appreciate every single bit of that. If you could share it, leave a nice comment if you enjoyed it, leave, you know, a critique if there are things that you want to see changed and done different, because I want to grow and I want to improve. I want to make my best body of work, even if this won't be. I think it's fire. I think there are so many things to love about this that I love, and even if everyone hates it, I'm glad I made it, because it was such a good process and I'm so proud of it, you know? But yeah, that's it for me. I can't give a release date yet, but it's somewhat soon. Look forward to it. It'll be a little bit. It's not dropping next week or anything, but I'm gonna start ramping up for it. So I appreciate all the support that I've been receiving on Twitter or anything else, even here on YouTube, and it means a lot to me. I love you guys. I'm gonna come back with more updates because I love this type of thing. But that's it for me. Peace out. Love you. Later.